And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our last MMA super fight before the Grand Prix final. Please welcome to the ring, from Lithuania, Mindaugas Veržbickas.
So approaching the boxing ring is Mindaugas Veržbickas, 32 years of age, from Ukmergė, just outside the Lithuanian capital of Vilnius. A judoka, combat sambo specialist, switched to MMA 10 years ago. Ground game, the ground game is his strength. Three-time European Championship bronze medalist and former European grappling champion. Fought all over Europe, all over the world, including Japan and Australia as well. But just like his compatriot and teammate Žygimantas Romashka, he too has openly conceded that he feels the pressure that comes with the responsibility of fighting at home. He says he feels less responsibility, less pressure, and is more able to focus on the task at hand when he's fighting overseas. But walking around Kaunas this week, his larger-than-life visage has been projected onto posters and promotional material to drum up interest in this inaugural Blade Fights event. But now he's going to have to put those nerves behind him and prepare to perform on home soil here at the Lloveras Arena.
And now making his way to the ring from Barcelona, Spain, the Skullman, Abner Lloveras.
So approaching the box, the roped arena of the MMA ring is Abner Lloveras, 40 years of age, from Barcelona. Incredibly experienced operator. 22 wins, 11 losses, and a draw in his ledger to this point. Started kickboxing at 21 years of age, was a footballer before that. He said competing in football, even though it's a team sport, gave him the competitive spirit that has served him well when he switched to combat. Coaches jiu-jitsu away from fighting, and when he's not competing up in the ring or in a cage, he's actually a co-commentator and analyst covering combat sports on national television in Spain, covering mixed martial arts and Muay Thai and whatever else is shown on Spanish television screens. One of three brothers, all of whom fight. His big brother's an MMA fighter and black belt in jiu-jitsu. His younger brother's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu and an MMA fighter. And he, the middle brother, kickboxing specialist and a master in jiu-jitsu as well. Abner Lloveras into the blue corner.
Introducing first, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner with 26 professional fights. He is a multiple-time national Sambo combat champion and a former European professional MMA champion, representing the Ukmergė Judo Club from Lithuania, Mindaugas Veržbickas. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner with 22 wins in his professional MMA career. He's a former star of the Ultimate Fighter, Team McGregor. He's a legendary amateur boxer from Barcelona in Spain, representing the eSport Rogan Club. Please welcome the Skullman, Abner Lloveras. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to fight.
Fighters, touch left if you want. Listen my command and keep the rules, Blade Fight. Okay, good luck in corner. In corner, place. Corner. Time, first round. Ready, ready, go first.
So this is MMA super fight action in the 77-kilogram division between fighters from Lithuania and Spain. The man who has come out aggressively on the front foot, letting his hands go from both left and right, is Mindaugas Veržbickas, 32 years of age, from Abner. His opponent is the 40-year-old Abner Lloveras. He's looking to retain his footing in the face of this unrelenting aggression. Knee strikes being brought into play by Veržbickas. Lloveras mentioned the fact that Veržbickas has fought international all over the world. So too Lloveras, but he's been put on the end of some accurate punch picking here. Said that despite being 40 years of age, when I was speaking with him yesterday, said that compared with when he started, MMA is no longer an underground entity. He's still got a love for the sport, still has the energy and dynamism to demonstrate his skill and experience. And so he's continuing to seek prominent opportunities to showcase his skills. Lived alongside Conor McGregor for a couple of months as a star of the Ultimate Fighter program. Search for a star with the UFC. Here he's competing on a Blade Fights platform as the two men exchanging knee strikes to the torso of their opponent. Knee strike brought into play once again by Veržbickas. Lloveras constantly finding his back on or near the ropes. Here he's pinned once again. Veržbickas continuing to work those knee strikes. Lloveras doing an outstanding job remaining upright and not being taken to the mat, which is weird. Veržbickas likes to operate given a choice. Elbow strike in at close range, followed by a knee strike. Veržbickas looking to, again, find that takedown move, and he's finally got it. Leg guard attempted by Lloveras. And look at how quickly he got back upright to avoid being subjected to the strongest part of the skill set of Veržbickas. Beyond the midpoint of this opening round, left knee strike brought into play is countered immediately by a right knee strike, counter right elbow strike from Lloveras. So an attritional encounter thus far, almost exclusively at short range. Roundhouse right with swung with the head dropped by Lloveras, didn't find the range. Lead leg kicks being exchanged by the fighters. Veržbickas continuing to remain on the front foot, fighting out of the space of center ring, looking to pin Lloveras in and around the corners. His overhand right off the mark, manages to turn the tables and put Veržbickas momentarily against the ropes. Knee strikes being fired in by both fighters once again. There's a crowd here looking to rally the home fighter. A man who concedes, he doesn't always relish fighting on home soil. Being encouraged by the crowd in attendance here at the Žalgiris Arena. Can he respond to their rallying cry? Less than a minute to go in this opening round. Remember, there is an optional third and final round. Back elbow not too far away from Veržbickas. Front leg kick. Just controlling the distance for Lloveras. Then he brings a right back kick into play. Walking in behind a right-hand lead is Veržbickas, kept the attack going and finishing with a knee strike, which wasn't too far away. Looking to take his man to the mat once again. Lloveras doing an outstanding job remaining on his feet as he fires in a left knee strike into the rib cage, followed by a right knee strike, which was countered by a right uppercut in between by Veržbickas. So knees and elbows from Veržbickas to conclude the opening round. An action-packed encounter which was fought almost exclusively from the stand-up posture. Fans enjoying the action over the course of that first 5 minutes. A 5-minute session where both fighters gave an awful lot.
Round one.
Veržbickas electing to take a stool over in his red corner. Lloveras remaining on his feet as we take a look at some of the action from the first 5-minute frame. Knees featured prominently in the course of the first 5-minute round. There's a beautiful counter left hand from Lloveras. And after trying repeatedly, here Veržbickas finally had success taking his man down to the mat. But Lloveras did an outstanding job getting back upright almost immediately.
Ready? Time! Go first!
So we go into the second round. Lloveras content to fight out of his own blue corner. Lead left kick to the ribcage, followed by a forceful right hand and an uppercut success for Veržbickas. Strong start to the second round for the Lithuanian fighter. So Lloveras just disengaging, getting beyond striking range, just to allow his centers and composure to recover. Low leg kick employed by him. Front kick was short of the mark by Veržbickas, and the spinning back kick was off the mark, and so it was countered by a takedown move by Veržbickas. This is the strongest part of his game. Looking to demonstrate his prowess in the ground game. Looking to employ a leg guard is Lloveras. Veržbickas looking for leverage on those shots from on high. Lloveras putting his back to his opponent. So now employing a chokehold. Let's keep a close eye on this, as Lloveras looking to defend from that submission maneuver that Veržbickas is looking to employ, and this could well be over here. Can Lloveras free himself from this chokehold? Dominant position on top taken up by Veržbickas. So he was in a really vulnerable spot. For a good moment there was Lloveras. Still in a disadvantageous position. As Veržbickas still able to lock his man with the legs and take his arms out of action. And Lloveras looking to take the left arm of Veržbickas out of action, but another chokehold applied. Referee ensuring that Veržbickas doesn't use the ropes. Lloveras showing that he's still competitive as he looks to swing away with his left hand. Action remains on the mat, just beyond the midpoint of this second round.
Stop. Go in the same position in the center.
So the fighters will take up the same positioning at center ring. On the bottom is Veržbickas. Now timing called and the fight resumes with Lloveras on top. So working to free himself from the mat with hammer fists and then kicking while on the mat is Veržbickas. That's a forceful leg kick. Heel strike landed with the left onto the unprotected head of Lloveras. Veržbickas, despite being in a seemingly disadvantageous position, turned it to his advantage. He's looking to apply a leg guard once again, but Lloveras working to apply a headlock. But Veržbickas freeing himself from the attempted chokehold. But the leg guard applied by Lloveras. Looking to lock up the neck with the legs. Now, will Lloveras be able to take advantage of this position he's fashioned here on the mat? My goodness. Difficult position this for Veržbickas. And now, these blows permitted in the adaptation of the Vale Tudo rules.
Fight!
So all of these legal blows, my goodness, that was a strong downward strike with the right hand that was just off the mark from Veržbickas.
Easy to the back.
Desperately trying to defend is Lloveras. Less than 30 seconds to go in this second round. Are we going to go to an extra third and decisive round? Veržbickas keen to conclude it after the 2 mandatory rounds, but how will the judges score this one? There's the 10-second clapper. Closing stages of the second frame. Knee strikes to the left flank of Lloveras being applied by Veržbickas. 10 minutes of fighting in the book. Here's a third and extra final round going to be called for by the officials here.
Extra round. 2 minutes.
Round 2.
So some of the action then from the second round. Roundhouse spinning back kick with the right was off the mark from Lloveras, and that allowed Veržbickas to take his opponent to the mat with the counter. So we're going to the extra third and final round. So it will be a 2-minute interval, but that was a forceful heel strike off the mat by Veržbickas. First fighter we've seen use the stool over in his corner tonight, and will have 2 minutes in which to recover. So there's the nice opening winner. França working Abner Lloveras. Just ensuring that he is limbered up and ready to fire in his third and final round. Ariston França performing corner duties after a terrific submission victory to open the Blade Fight's inaugural tournament at the start of the evening. So he's on double duty here in Kaunas, and remember, in the event that one of the Grand Prix finalists was injured, he would have been called upon to compete in the final. But pleased to say that both Gustavo Araki and his opponent from Lithuania will contest the final. This is the final MMA super fight before that Grand Prix final between Gustavo Araki and Žygimantas Romashka. And it's Veržbickas on the front foot to begin the third extra final round. Strong right cross landed to the body by Veržbickas. Straightened it out and got terrific leverage on it. Lloveras off the mark as Veržbickas looks to go down to the body once again. Straight punches to the head on this occasion from Veržbickas before working the body with a left knee strike. Oh, beautiful counter right hand to the body once more. After a kick was employed by Lloveras, the counter right to the solar plexus sent him to the floor. So Lloveras will have to start from the mat in the space of center ring. But a strong right cross, which Veržbickas has used to good effect in this round. And now you see those kicks permitted, given the adaptation to the Vale Tudo rules. So the leg guard applied to the lower body of Veržbickas by Lloveras. Lloveras trying to cover up and prevent his head from being an open target. Here he takes up a defensive posture once again. And now a chokehold applied by the combat sambo specialist, and there's the tap out. Terrific leverage generated in what proved to be the finishing move. And Mindaugas Veržbickas, a popular victor here at the Jalgirio Arena. Abner Lloveras, spirited competitor, but once he was driven to the mat by that right cross to the solar plexus in the opening skirmishes of round number 3, while Mindaugas Veržbickas didn't let him off the hook. Lloveras had to take up that same posture in the space of center ring after his head went beneath the bottom rope. And Veržbickas never let him out of that compromised position on the floor. Worked his way in with leg strikes from up above, then got up close and personal at close range, applied the chokehold, and Abner Lloveras had to tap out with a submission. Let's head up to Aiden Power and get the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the tap comes at 1 minute 45 of round number 3, declaring your winner by submission in the red corner, Mindaugas Veržbickas.
So Mindaugas Veržbickas curtailing this contest early at the 1 minute 45 mark of the extra third and final round, forcing a submission from Abner Lloveras, who fought in spirited fashion, but again, when sent to the mat by that strong right cross to the body, he was put in a compromised position that he was never able to recover from. Wonderful moment for Veržbickas, receiving his victorious trophy from the president of Blade Fight.
Mano komandai, Ukmergės dziudo klubui, mano šeimai, visiems ačiū. Treneriam be.
Mindaugas Veržbickas. Ačiū. And now, ladies and gentlemen, highlights of our thrilling 3-round MMA super fight.
So some of the highlights from our final MMA super fight of the evening before we head to the Grand Prix final. Competitive over the course of the first 2 rounds. Not privy to the judges' scorecards, but my impression is that it was Veržbickas who was getting the better of the completed sessions. Fought almost exclusively in the first round in a stand-up posture. This was the only occasion where the fighters found themselves on the mat in the first 5-minute frame. Veržbickas electing to use a stool in between rounds, the only fighter we've seen use the stool tonight. In the second round, he began to find his range effectively with his strikes, getting the better of that exchange, first and third striking. And then the spinning back kick missed, and immediately Veržbickas countering with a takedown. And he enjoyed good success in this posture, including this left heel strike with his back on the mat. Terrific force generated into that blow. We went to an extra third and final round, but we didn't get to the halfway stage of it. Veržbickas was tremendously accurate with the right cross to the body. This was a right cross which sent Lloveras to the mat. Had to take up the same posture in the space of center ring. Leg strikes led to Veržbickas taking up this advantageous position and ultimately forcing the tap out. The chokehold forcing the submission from Abner Lloveras at the 1-minute 45 mark of the extra third and final round. Mindaugas Veržbickas ensuring that every Lithuanian has earned a victory tonight, and we'll be seeing a Lithuanian fighter in the Grand Prix final in mixed martial arts. But this moment belongs to Veržbickas.